Hey everybody, welcome back. This is limping while you walk or swaying while you walk part 2. In the first video we addressed the hip. Today we're going to address the knee. If you're one who feels like they're limping while they walk, I'm exaggerating it so you can see, but even so subtle, maybe you feel like you're tilting a little bit, unsure why. We addressed a few reasons why it may be coming from your hip, but today we're going to take a look at the knee. If you feel like when you're walking that you're coming down hard on one side, or maybe it's hard to put weight on, or maybe you're having knee pain right here, then this video is for you. So there's a lot of reasons why someone may be limping at the knee, whether it's your pain, your range of motion, or your strength of your knee. Today I'm going to show you how to look at all three. Pain and stiffness is usually a top priority. A lot of times I notice pain and stiffness after someone has surgery, a recent knee injury, or really bad chronic knee arthritis. And those are the people who get up from the chair and they feel like, oh, it takes me a second to stand. I got to loosen my joint up before I can get walking. Or maybe you notice as soon as you start to walk 20, 30 feet, maybe all of a sudden now you notice you're doing one of these and it's starting to limp and hurt. And so you have to take a seat because your knee's bothering you too much. Having pain in your knee, I like to look at the range of motion and the strength of the knee and even the balance of the knee to see if we can help you. So when we're looking at range of motion of your knee, I like to see if it can go all the way straight down and how much you can bend your knee comfortably without pain. Hopefully you can bend it more than probably roughly 90 degrees in order to help you get up and down from a chair or to get on and off the floor if you really had to. The only times you really need deep range of motion is if you wanted to bend down and squat like so onto your knees, or maybe you're doing some gardening and you need that. But a lot of people just seem to bend or kneel down to do those tasks. And so needing a very deep knee range of motion isn't always as necessary. However, if you're going to start walking, the knee extension is extremely important. After knee injury or people with knee pain, a lot of times they may lack just this right there versus this right there. Did you see that? I'll do it again. This versus this. Okay, I know that makes very subtle difference, but when you're on your feet and you're walking, it can actually make your knee more prone to buckling. So let's take a look at that now. If I'm walking, every time I take a step, I need to hit with my heel, straighten my knee, and then I'm going to load to the front of my foot and I'm going to push off. And you can see that as you walk, people say heel, toe, heel, toe. That's a very good, simple explanation for it. But what we do need is our knee to go straight right here at this point every single time. And a lot of people are lacking that knee straightening capability. And so therefore they hit the ground and their knee is always bent. So if you can't straighten your knee, you're not going to hit with your heel of your foot. You're going to hit with the flat part of your foot, and you're already coming into this motion a little too early. And so now what that looks like, instead it goes and you start to get that limp onto the foot. Now if you're having pain in your knee, you're also not going to want to put as much weight on it as you should be able to. So now you're starting to put the other foot on the ground earlier to help catch the painful knee side. So for instance, you're going to walk, limp, and try to put your left foot on the ground as quick as you can. So therefore that only makes you have that swaying gait or that limping gait a little bit more. So one of the things we'll do pretty immediately is try to restore that knee extension range of motion as much as we can. And I'll show you a few exercises at the end of the video that you can start doing now. The other part of this is going to be your knee strength, and specifically this front of your leg muscle called your quad. Your quad muscles are going to enable you to stand up for a long time, and walk, and keep you from walking without letting your knee buckle on you, okay? So these muscles cannot be overstated how important they are. A very simple test for me is I'm going to look at you getting up and down from the chair. If you're in this position trying to get up and down from the chair, what I'm going to look for is if your knee starts to buckle in while you're trying to get up. Can you stand up but the knee goes in here as you get up? Is it because the hip is weak or the quad muscle's weak? So if I ask you to do a few of these sit-to-stands and each one looks like this, and you're getting up, but that knee is taking a dive inward while the other one stays pretty straight, that's not a good sign. The other thing I look for when you're getting up is when you go to stand, are you favoring one side? I see this all the time. People go to sit and stand up and they don't even realize it. Instead of going up and down vertically, going up and down to the side, and because maybe they are favoring the knee that hurts by pushing off the other side a lot more. So this is something you can start to look at home is, do I do this? Can I put full weight on this? Or can I not? Is it too painful? Or let alone, do I have enough knee bend to get my feet under me to allow me to stand up? Another test that I'm gonna look at is when we raise our leg up and back down, are we capable of keeping our knee straight while we do it? So when you raise your leg up, does your knee start to bend? And when you come down, does it start to bend? Can you keep your knee straight, locked out, squeeze this quad muscle, lift it, no bend on the way up, no bend on the way down as well. All right, I don't want to see it lift, start to bend, or lift, and then on the way down, it start to give out as well. What that's going to show me is that you don't have the quadriceps strength in order to accept the weight onto the leg without letting that knee bend just like we did in that leg raise. So you got to be able to hold that knee into the straight plane there without letting it go down this way, like when you were lifting your leg here without letting it bend here. So when you hit with your heel, it doesn't start to bend on you. I get this a lot in the clinic when people tell me that they have a knee buckle, and so all of a sudden they walk and boop, the knee gives out on them a little too early, which can make someone fall down. So it's really dangerous, and it's something you want to address quickly if you can and try to restore that muscle of your quad. Well, let's turn this into a few exercises. One of the exercises I like to try to restore the knee range of motion into extension is just simply pushing the knee down flat. A lot of times you can get an object like a towel and you can try to push your knee down, hold it 5 seconds, and then relax it. Push it down, hold it 5 seconds, and relax it. This is called a quad set. You're setting that quad, you're turning it on, you're learning how to use it. Now this may be a little easy for some. So what you want to do next is, can you turn that muscle activation into the leg lift? Okay, so you hold that quad set, that knee nice and straight, and then you start lifting the leg up. It's definitely a hip exercise, but it's also a quad exercise. And you want to try to hold that knee stiff and straight the whole time without letting it bend. Next, we're back in our chair. A very simple but good exercise is simply standing up and sitting down. So, can I stand up without pushing off to the side and favoring the hurt knee? Can I do that or can I not is the first thing we should be asking ourselves. Secondly, if I can I turn this into a few reps to help get my leg stronger? So what I can try is to go all the way up, all the way down. Maybe I do 10 of those. If you can't do it without your hands, then maybe we start using our hands to help push us up. Now for some, chairs get pretty low. So what I like to do is grab a pillow. Maybe you can sit on it. And now I'm much higher in my chair, which is going to make getting up and down that much easier. Okay, and that's a great way to build some quad strength there. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. My name's Nicholas Ricca. I'm here to help you age confidently with your balance, strength, and your mobility, and I'll be posting more along our journey. So stay tuned.